Hello and thanks for watching this short video focused on the new QuickBooks Online Accountant and specifically some of the key accountant tools you'll find when you go into your QuickBooks Online client file from the new QuickBooks Online Accountant. I'm going to click the drop down, go to Clients QuickBooks, and I'm going to choose Beautiful Landscaping. Notice how the header turns light blue when I actually go into the file, and now I am actually in the client's QuickBooks Online file. You guys recognize that homepage there. And then you'll see this briefcase here. Call this the Accountant Toolbox. Click on it. Books to Tax, that'll have its own video, so look for that. But let's go over some of the key accountant tools that you guys are going to be familiar with, either when you're working in QuickBooks Accountant Desktop. Some of these tools were taken from the Client Data Review module in there that you guys probably used for years. But I'm going to show some key things about journal entry, about Reconcile, why it's important to be the accountant user when you're working on those. Let's look at Reclassify transactions first. And it's going to take you right from the briefcase when you click on one of the tools to the particular module. I mean, this tool's been around since 2010, so no need to really go too deep on it, but you can check off all of these checks written to the wrong account. I can click the appropriate account that it needs to go to, the appropriate expense account, if you will. And then, of course, delivery fee sounds great. And even do some class tracking, if you like. There is no way to do the from account. It's really the to account. I know we did give that ability in the last couple of years to the QuickBooks Accountant Desktop, but in QBOA, when you're in a QBO client file, you're working on reclassified transactions, it'll affect just the to account, and non-item based transactions are supported. But it's a real great way to, in a batch, reclassify and properly categorize accounts and transactions that were miscategorized. Let's go to the next tool, voided deleted transaction. This is actually built off of the audit log, and it shows all the transactions that were voided or deleted by the client. And I can click into that so I can see, I have to obviously recreate this check, and I can see the information. I go ahead and recreate from there. This tool is also in Premier and Enterprise on the desktop side of things, but it's also an accountant tool and in your toolbox. Okay, next would be write off invoices. Now I have all these invoices that I could write off to a particular bad debt account. Next tool we'll look at would be journal entries. Now, journal entries I can do in Simple Start, I can do in Essentials, I can do in QuickBooks Online Plus. I don't have to be an accountant. But what's different is we have a checkbox, much like you have in QuickBooks Accountant Desktop. Is this an adjusting entry? And that correlates to the adjusting journal entry report. I'll show you in a sec. So let's go ahead and clear this, and we'll X out and go back to Home and then the toolbox there. If I go down to Accountant Reports, you'll see this adjusting journal entry report right here that you can run, and that's just going to have all the journal entries that had that flag assigned, right? That box checked. Okay, back to the toolbox or the briefcase. Close books. This is going to bring me to the preference where I can go ahead and close the books. It's an advanced preference. You click on Accounting, and you can put in the date, and also you can choose for a password, so it behaves just like it does when you close the books in the desktop. It's just going to pop a warning and then a password. If you have it, you can go ahead and make the change. So back to the briefcase. Reconcile is important because of the ability to actually undo a bank rec. And it behaves just like you would undo it in the desktop, right? Interest and service charges are not going to be deleted. There is no undo tab on the Reconcile grid in Simple Start, Essentials, or Plus. You have to go in from QuickBooks Online Accountant or be the accountant user. And then my custom reports will bring you to the reports you've memorized, if you will, quote unquote, right? Custom reports. Report tools will bring you to the actual accountant home where you can set the report tool default date range. If you wanted to know where that went, that's where that is. And then finally, your chart of accounts, but you can get there under the gear icon as well. And the new window, just to show you again, this is if I went up and right-clicked on a tab and duplicated. If you're using Internet Explorer 10 or 11 or Firefox and you're not sure how to do that same Google Chrome trick, you can just click on New Window. And that are the accountant tools. And again, look for a related video on books to tax. Hope that was helpful. Have a great day.